everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about one of the biggest trends at the moment, Looksmaxing. Now I know, at least for me personally, when I say that, I don't actually know what word even came out of my mouth, because to me, that sounded like absolute gibberish. Pretty much, Looksmaxing is when you try and peak your appearance by pretty much taking a fucking hammer to your jaw. Looksmaxing is doing anything you can to make your physical appearance much more attractive, so you know you can 100% get laid. When I think most of the time, I think to a lot of outsiders, they just see you as very insecure and, you know, all that junk, you know, you are afraid of who you are, and you're afraid people are going to make fun of you, so you have to drastically change your appearance to be normal, you know. The man who has, I don't know if he's started this trend, but he's at least popularized it, is this man here, Clavicular, which you might know because he's currently been arrested for purposely inviting over a girl who is beefing with this other girl so they could fight. There's a big misconception that it's all got to do with because he shot a dead alligator on stream. That's not what it is. People believe that for the simple fact that he got arrested the same day he did that, and like some government was saying they're looking into it. Looking at his Instagram, I don't really know what to say about him. I mean, looking at like his appearance, he just looks so all over the place. He looks like, in some photos, he looks like a mixture of Henry Cavill and the guy who plays Superman in the new film. Just if you combine them, and you got the worst possible combination of doing that. Like, there's so many good combinations you could have, but you somehow got the worst one. He looks like, I think his name was Michael Rosen. I think that's his name. No, he doesn't look like Michael Rosen, my bad. He looks like Ryan HD Lombard. Well, obviously his middle name's not actually Imagine if that was true. Like, his middle name was actually HD. Oh, yeah. What's your middle name? Oh, yeah, 1080p. My middle name is 1080p. Oh, lucky man, my middle name is 144p. One of my favourite things Clavicular has done in recent memory is post this to Twitter, girls trip be like, and then the comments, he really looks like the gay friend in the girls group. A bit gay hanging out with the girls. It is really funny. It is really funny how he's... The thing is, I think it's because he looks so uncomfortable here that he just looks gay. Genuinely, I think that's literally it. To be honest, I don't really want to talk about him specifically. I want to talk more about the whole Looksmaxing, I guess you could call it genre. I don't really know what word to describe it. It's just sort of there. Like, is it could you describe it as a trend? Because, I mean, technically it's big at the moment and loads of people are doing it, so technically you could argue it's a trend. I guess you could also argue it's a part of the fitness genre of the internet, but I don't really know how you would describe it. One thing I found when I looked it up was this website here, Looksmax.org. It is a forum about Looksmaxing. And honestly, if you like actively go on this forum, you must have like one of the saddest lives of all time. Let's go on. Looksmaxing questions. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Cycle. Is it free or burn? Is it free or buns? Fixing lazy eye. How to bone smash correctly, which, if you don't know, is quite literally just taking a hammer, whacking yourself, making your bones slightly break, so praise the Lord they heal back and look slightly better. Also, one thing I'm noticing here is only serious Looksmaxing questions here. We gotta ask a question, I think. Oh, I've got to make an account. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, fine. We will make an account. What should our username be? Looksmaxing cheese. No way anyone's got the username Looksmaxing McCheese. Well, I have to say why I want to join. Fuck it. Actually, no. I was gonna say, let's just use ChatGPT to give me one because I can't remember the right one. But we're gonna come up. We're gonna do it. We're gonna come up with something. I wish. Fuck's sake, can I spell today? Right. So for some reason here, my microphone decided to just not want to sound right for the rest of the video. So for the rest of the video, I've put the audio up so you can hear me a lot better, but I'm gonna sound a lot worse than I did for the first half of this video. I wish to join the Looksmaxing forum because my mummy threatened to kick me out of the house, and I need a big booty OnlyFans girl. Yeah, OnlyFans girl. So I don't have to work. There we go. Yeah, I'm not writing you a paragraph, mate. Fuck off. That's the best you're gonna get out of me. I've got to actually... I have to wait for my thing to be approved. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. Never mind, actually. Right, I'm gonna be honest. The audio here is so bad, I actually can't stand it. So, we've switched up to voiceover. Woo. So this was a news article I did cover here, but, you know, audio. Also, the reason why I have a censor bar here is so it doesn't show, like, my personal information, you know. But, this was a news article I found. So, this guy... Okay, that was one. Sculpting jaws, giving scores inside the world of Looksmaxing. Very, very cool title right there. Yes, that is a fan you can hear in the background. I don't care. It is quite hot today. This guy doesn't look normal. He looks kind of alien, I'm going to be honest. And it gets so much worse. He looks like a knockoff version of Eggsy from The Kingsman. He looks like he's just trying to snap his jaw. And this one, it looks like in Joker, when Arthur Fleck is doing the thing with his mouth where he's doing the smile. And it looks like he just completely messed it up. Also, I don't really know what sort of necklace you can even call that. It's just like a stick. That's all it is. This is obviously a Clavicular himself. He does not look right at all. His eyes are wonky. Could not get his hair out the way. It also here with his eyes as well. I know I already said they're wonky, but you know that meme with the red eyes? I don't know whether, honestly, it feels like that it might originate from this. Also, could you not tuck your shirt in, please? Really? What's going on with his shirt here as well? It looks like, well, he in general just looks like he went swimming before this and he just dived into a swimming pool and then was like, oh shit, I have to go, you know, to this event. So let me go do that quickly. That's what it looks like. This is just a different person. It looks like he threw this image of himself through a AI thing about 40 times and that's what came out. I mean, look at it, all the detail on his face has disappeared. It looks like he's painted over everything here. This image here genuinely looks AI generated. In fact, I'm gonna have to scan through to make sure it's not AI generated. I mean, look at this. This looks awful. Also, like, look at it. Look at his eyes. It looks like he's not looking at me. He's looking through me in this image here. Another thing about this whole Looksmaxing thing is the words they use make me feel like a crippling old man. This right here is the description of a podcast where they talk about Clavicular. I'm just going to read what it says. Clavicular got brutally frame-mogged by an ASU frat leader. I don't understand a single word of that. What is frat leader? What is frame-mogged? I don't understand. I feel like a crippling old man, and it gets even worse. Looking at the terms, I'm just going to read these out. Looksmaxing, mewing, mogging, amog, PSL, sub 5, bone smashing, Y-pilled, looksmaxer. Like, so I feel like a crippling old man in the retirement home wondering where my grandkids are, but then I remembered I don't have any because I strangled them to death with a spoon. See, the thing is here, most of this Looksmaxing is more or less just like an evolution of what things like Andrew Tate did. Andrew Tate, when he was big, he would always go on about like, oh, masculinity, you know, to get women and be successful, but Looksmax, to me it seems it's more for people who are just really insecure about themselves, and their solution to that is try all these different methods to look really, really attractive. Do I recommend trying to do like Looksmaxing? No. Because it can really mess you up. Because like I said, obviously you have bone smashing where you literally have to take out, like, you have to make small breaks in like your face just to make it hopefully look better. But not to mention people like Clavicular, to really get the most out of it, they take hardcore fucking drugs a lot of the time for this. And obviously that can mess you up a lot more than just having a bit of a busted looking face, you know. Also, another thing, there are so many apps. Like, there are so many apps about Looksmaxing. It is absolute insanity. And also, like, around here is when we get to, like, just the regular exercise apps. Because when you think about it, that's really it's really just intense exercise that is focused more on just your face than anything else. I think a lot of people who do Looksmaxing, it more or less comes down to insecurity. And I think also some of it comes down to sexism. Like, obviously, like I said, this is just a natural evolution of what Andrew Tate did, which a lot of what Andrew Tate did was just produce just pure sexism, you know. The thing is, there's so much and so little to talk about with Looksmaxing, because a lot of it comes down to just like what Clavicular does. And the issue is with talking about Clavicular, he's just constantly in drama, so I don't really like to discuss drama, but that's all he does, really. But that's gonna do it for the video, I think. So remember to like I said, also, sorry about the audio again. Remember to dislike, unsubscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video when I start bashing my jaw in with a hammer so I can make myself 2% more attractive.